Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another episode of the Mr. Camilleri Show. Thank you so much for tuning into the channel. So this episode, this video, this live stream is going to focus on dividing mixed numbers. 5 1/2 divided by 1 4/5 is our first example problem, and I'm going to go through step by step how to solve that problem. Please hit the like button and hit the subscribe button so you will be notified of all my future content. All right, so step one, the first step in dividing mixed numbers is you have to convert the mixed numbers into improper fractions. So we are going to start out with 5 1/2. Let me make it so there's a little more room here. So there's 3 steps when it comes to converting mixed numbers into improper fractions. Step 1, very simple. You just copy over whatever the denominator is. We look at the mixed number. We have 5 1/2. The denominator in the fraction is 2. So that's going to stay the same. That will stay the same when we convert the mixed number to an improper fraction. Now to get the numerator, 2 steps. 1, we multiply the denominator times the whole number. 2, we add the numerator. So step 1, we are going to multiply 2 times 5. Two times 5 equals 10. Next, we have to add the numerator. 10 plus 1 equals 11. So 5 1/2 converted into an improper fraction equals 11 over 2, or 11 seconds. So 11 over 2 is our improper fraction. So now to figure out the other improper fraction, we got to convert 1 4/5 to an improper fraction. Here we go. So step 1 is, hang on, I was about to Step 1, we just copy over the denominator. Whatever the denominator is in the mixed number, that denominator is going to stay the same when we convert it to an improper fraction. So that's step 1. Steps 2 and 3, we multiply the denominator times our whole number. And then we add our numerator. So 1 times 5 equals 5. 5 plus 4 equals 9. So 9 is our numerator. 1 4/5 converted it to an improper fraction equals 9/5. I could probably do a whole live stream just on converting mixed numbers to improper fractions. So we have 11 seconds divided by 9/5. Now, as you can see, a lot of the foundational skills in math, addition, subtraction, multiplication, those skills show up when you do more advanced problems. The reason we spend so much time on multiplication in 3rd grade and in 4th grade is because Multiplication shows up when you're learning about fractions and when you're getting into word problems, and these are a lot quicker and easier to solve if you know your multiplication facts. Now, if you don't know your multiplication facts, you're struggling with that, don't get discouraged, but what I would recommend is use a multiplication chart. If you go into Google, type in multiplication chart, you can simply take a picture of the chart on your phone. If you're not fluent with your multiplication facts, I would definitely recommend using a multiplication chart while you solve these problems. All right. So now, keep, change, flip. So we keep the first fraction the same. 11 over 2, that stays the same. Next, we change the division sign to a multiplication sign, to a times sign. Last, we flip the second fraction. So the top number, aka the numerator, becomes the denominator, and the bottom number, the denominator, becomes the numerator. Let me line those numbers up a little better for everybody. So now we simply multiply our numerators and our denominators. So 11 times 5 equals 55. 2 times 9 equals 18. So 11 seconds divided by 9/5 equals 55/18. Now, oftentimes, teachers do not want you to leave the answer as an improper fraction, so they will ask you to convert the improper fraction back to a mixed number, so I will model that for this lesson. So to convert an improper fraction to a mixed number, the main operation here is division. So we have to figure out how many groups of 18 can fit into 55. And there probably will be a remainder. So think division with remainders when it comes to converting improper fractions to mixed numbers. So I am going to count by 18s. I'm going to skip count by 18s. So 18, 36, 54. So, and if I count by 18 again, I'll be at 72, which is too far, right? 72 is too far. We're already past 55. But I was able to get 3 full groups of 18 within 55. So 3 is our whole number. Now here's how we determine what the fraction is. Our denominator stays the same. So our denominator for the improper fraction is 18. Our denominator for the mixed number will also be 18. So our remainder is our numerator. So we were counting by 18s till we got to 55. The closest we could get to 55 is 54. That's the closest we could get. So 55 minus 54 equals 1. We have a remainder of 1. And our remainder is our numerator. So 55/18 equals 3 1/18. Now, for those of you who aren't able to skip count the big numbers in your head, here's a separate way to go about that. Let's say you're not able to instantly count by 18s the way I just did. What you can do, I want to make sure I have enough room here, is you can just add 18 repeatedly until you get to 55 or as close to 55 as possible. So 18 plus 18 . 8 plus 8 equals 16. 6 carry the 1. 1 plus 1 plus 1 equals 3. 18 plus 18 equals 36. I just added 18 twice. I got 2 full groups of 18. Then I add 18 again. 36 plus 18. 6 plus 8 equals 14. 4 carry the 1. 1 plus 3 plus 1 equals 5. 36 plus 18 equals 54. So this is what's going on in my head when I'm skip counting. Really, all skip counting is you're just adding the same number together over and over again. That's all skip counting is. So to recap, 5½ divided by 1 4/5 equals 55/18. Which, when converted into a mixed number, equals 3 1/18. All right, I am going to do one more example problem. Before I do that next example problem, I am going to take a basketball break. Healthy body, healthy mind. Let's see if this over the hill old man can still get buckets. Now, I was a guard back in the day, but hook shot, very effective for a big man. Kareem, when he wasn't able to jump and run the way he used to, he dominated with the hook shot. One of the most unstoppable shots in basketball. I can't shoot it with that level of accuracy, though. The hook shot, not for me. That's because I didn't really practice it enough. All right. I know all of you watching want to see a dunk, so I'm going to throw the ball off the backboard one time, dunk it, and then we will move on to the next example. After all these years, I still got it. So next example problem. So we only have one mixed number for this next one. 4 7/8 divided by 6 sevenths. So step one, we have to convert 4 7/8 to a mixed number. Correction. We have to convert 4 7/8 to an improper fraction. So whatever the denominator is in the mixed number, it will be the same for the improper fraction. So we are working with eighths for this problem. So the denominator is going to be eighths. We convert it to an improper fraction. Next, we multiply the denominator times the whole number, and we have to add the numerator. 4 times 8 equals 32. 32 plus 7 equals 39. So now we have 39 eighths divided by 6 sevenths. Pull it a little closer, make sure everybody can see. I'm going to pull it a little closer here. All right. So now here's where keep, change, flip comes in. Keep. We are keeping 39 eighths the same. Change. We are changing the division sign to a multiplication sign. Flip. We are flipping 6 sevenths. The numerator becomes the denominator, and the denominator becomes the numerator. Now we are ready to multiply. Again, I'm going to line the fraction up a little bit better. So now we have to multiply our numerators and our denominators. So we have 39 times 7. I'm going to multiply the numerators first. Now, if you have your multiplication chart, if you're following along with the multiplication chart, look for 9 times 7. What does 9 times 7 equal? 9 times 7 equals 63. So the 3 in 63 goes in the ones place. The 6 in 63 gets carried over to the tens place. 3 times 7, you can look that up on your multiplication chart under the 7 fact family or the 3 fact family. 3 times 7 equals 21. We have to add the 6 that we carried over. We need to add the 6 that we carried over. So 3 times 7 equals 21 plus 6 equals 27. We have our answer, 39 times 7 equals 273. So 273 is our numerator. Next, we multiply 8 times 6. 8 times 6 equals 48. So 48 is our denominator. And we have 273 48ths. 4 7/8 divided by 6 7 equals 273 48ths.